Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Andre here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I'm playing some Stormhaven. Well, I call it Stormhaven, but it's more like Midrange Haven. You could also think of it as Storm Aether. I'll go ahead and show you guys the deck list really quickly. I'm not gonna do the intro to building for it right yet, just because I decided I was gonna go ahead and play the games first, and I'll go ahead and do the intro to building afterwards. But yeah, this is the list I'm using. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and use it yourself. Alright, so since it might take me like a while to actually make the intro to building, I'm gonna tell you right now that the Burly Axe Builder, I was only playing it just to deal with tilting on Windmill Dragon. But because tilting on Windmill Dragon isn't common, you can go ahead and cut these for Jean Beacon of Salvation if you own them. I don't, so I don't have them. So I'm just gonna show you guys, I believe, two or three games. So this list, it actually does pretty well versus Dragon. The issue was that, like, for one of these games I misplayed because I don't know why, but like I really just like tunnel vision really hard on trying to get a banish off of like every single unit he had, but I kind of like messed it up. And then for the other game I lost because my opponent my opponent had Scyther Ariette and it was threatening to lethal me, so he just kept like slamming Bahamut's, but I didn't understand why he was slamming the Bahamut's until he killed me, and I kind of misused my removal and I got punished for it. Anyway, let me show you guys, I believe, two of the games. I'll get start with Portalcraft, and I'll get into show you guys the Dragoncraft game afterwards. Alright, so versus Portalcraft, you're pretty favored. The reason being is that like you play a lot of banishes as Haven, and for the most part, like the Portalcraft decks, what they want to go for them is that you don't have banishes for their analyzing artifacts. If you can't banish the analyzing artifacts or the raiding artifacts, they're just gonna get to like cycle a billion cards, and then you're just gonna lose slowly. Yeah, like I'd actually played versus my boy Kevma actually, like a few games prior to that, so I had a really bad time because he was able to outmaneuver all of the stuff I was doing. So my hand is decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. So here he passes on 2. I'm kind of concerned why he's passing, because he really drew 2 cards, so we know he kept something. We just don't know what he kept. He passes again. I'm like, okay. Here I decide to go ahead and I believe play out the Singer. Yep. I can play the Globe whenever. I'm not in a hurry to draw things, but I do actually pick up a second copy of the Gemstone Carapace. Here he plays Puppeteer Strings, so he's gonna go ahead and full clear my board. That's fine, because yet again he's passing another turn. So he makes trades. I get to draw another card. I pick up a Judge of Retribution. This is great. So now this turn, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to slam double Carapace. So the reason why I slam double Carapace is so this way, next turn you play anything you can. You just go ahead and you evolve it immediately. So this way you get 6/10 worth of stats as well as whatever it is that you play. So this turn he goes and he plays Gravikinetic Warrior. He then snap evolves the Gravikinetic Warrior. I wasn't quite sure why he decided to do this. I mean, like it's a good play and all, unless I have Tribunal. If I have Tribunal, you feel really bad. And of course, you know, I have the Tribunal. So I'll go ahead and I'll play up my Globe, and I'll just go ahead and Tribunal. So this is looking good for me. Like I got Tribunal on 5. I can maybe say Tribunal on 6, or I can go Judge on 6 as well. I have the Heavenly Knight on 7 if I want to, and I have the Aegis on 9. So I'm in a great spot. I've already done a little bit of chip damage too, so as long as I can get in at least 2 more damage, I can just hard drop the Aegis if I want to. Here he plays Icarus as well as Hamlin, so I'm not quite sure exactly what's in his hand. I mean, I don't really care. It's just one of those things. Here I pick up the Taurus as well. So what I'm gonna do here is I'll just go and banish the Icarus, and I'll go ahead and evolve. I choose to evolve the Bejeweled Tortoise just because like the animation of Bejeweled Tortoise once animated is he looks so angry, such an angry tortoise. Here he goes Otherworld Drift. Yep, that's great for me. He then plays Biofab to get Zerkos Ancient Artifact. To be honest with you, if he knew he was going to do this, he should have actually gone Biofab first if he didn't already have it in hand. I mean, I'm not really sure if he did or didn't, but yeah. Anyway, so makes trades. And so yeah, like here, when he shows me the ancient artifact, I know they had at least one of these in his hand. Anyway, he then evolves to trade. Yep. So yet again, it's another clear board. However, he just used, and I mean just used, an Otherworld Rift. For the most part, Portal players, they only play 2 copies of these, so if you see one, you're safe to play your big dudes now, like so. So what I'm going to do here is I'll actually just go ahead and slam down the Heavenly Knight. I'm not gonna try to make any setups happen with the Summit Temple, because I have the Taurus next turn, so it's like fine. So I'll just go ahead and hit him in the face for 5. And then next turn I can hit him in the face for 9 if I want to. I have my Tribunal pop next turn, so I don't have to worry about this getting cleared. But here he plays that Chrono, so I'm like, oh, okay, so he's that Chrono Smell deck. That's fine. I mean, too bad it doesn't matter, because, yeah, he's so far behind that I can do whatever I want. I even pick up the second Taurus, so now I know that I have guaranteed storm damage. He can't actually get rid of all this, because I have so many things I can do. Here, I decided to go ahead and use my Evolve. To be honest with you, I don't actually need to use this Evolve, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that, so this way I can just put him to 1. I have Scripture. I have a 9/9. I have Tribunal. So there's no way he can get rid of all this. However, he does get the second Otherworld Rift. Makes a trade. Yep, and then just clear my board. That's fine. I don't care, because I have the Taurus in hand. He needs to play a ward. It's impossible for Portal Craft to play a 2-mana ward unless he has Rosa. If he doesn't have Rosa, like so, that means he just died. Yep, and so I'm able to take the game. To be honest with you, using my Evolve the way I did there, I shouldn't have done that on the off chance that he was able to clear the board, but I felt like there was no way he was going to be able to clear that board. I also wanted to do that in case he had Cog Spinner, because Cog Spinner plus the copy of the Null Potent will be able to block me from doing what I needed to do. So next I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the Dragon game. The Dragon game was also really interesting. I really like this one a lot. Versus Dragon, I want to say that you're kind of favored just because like you are playing Aegis. You do have like your Snows and your Tortoises and whatnot to go ahead and put in a lot of the chip damage you need. You have your Tribunals to back you up. Yes, the Baja change does actually weaken your position in this matchup a bit, just because like they can just like freely Baja you if they need to. But I decided to just full keep this hand just because like I literally just made this deck yesterday, so I'll still like just trying to get a feel for the mulligans. This way I know what to keep. So like usually when these happens, I'll just gonna keep whatever. Here I don't play at the Summit Temple on 1. That's actually a really big thing. Like I see people play Summit Temple on 1 all the time. Don't do that. Like you only want to play the Summit Temple when we have something like say a Tortoise that can attack, or when you're setting up for Heavenly Knight. Like those are your 2 biggest payoff cards. But if you play up the temple beforehand, what you run into is that versus smart players, what they'll go ahead and do is they'll actually go ahead and use damage that's not like a clean removal, just because it makes it so your creature is useless unless you have the Drawn Beacon of Salvation. Here he plays that Star Phoenix. I'm like, okay, all right, I got the banish for that. Like in this matchup, like Star Phoenix is probably gonna be like a giant detriment to me. So I was really glad that he exposed it to me that early. So now if I want to, I can go ahead and banish it. Additionally, because he played at the Star Torrent, I can safely assume that he's probably going to be either Dragon Canyon, or he's going to be the primarily just Dragon Canyon places, as well as the Chrono Dragon. But here he makes a very heads up play. A lot of people would have held the Aether, but no, the correct play is to play at the Aether because we're going into my turn 4, so I want to banish something. However, here he gives me a choice. I can banish the Aether, or I can banish the Star Phoenix. Both of these are going to be problems in the long run. However, ultimately, I just have to go ahead and just banish the Aether because I want to go ahead and have my board. So I'll just go ahead and banish, make the trade, and then just pass. But I'm in a good spot right now. Like I have a lot of stats in play. I believe. Let's see. I have 14, 13 in stats, and it's turn 5. Like, so even if he wants to play Sybil, the Sybil won't heal him. I have the Summit Temple for next turn, so I'm in a great spot. Yep, he evolves the Sybil. So now if I pick up a Scripture, that's gonna be great. If I pick up anything, I'm in a great spot. but I top decked the Tribunal. So when I top decked the Tribunal, I was like ecstatic. I just like, because what's about to happen here is about to be some magic. So I'm gonna go ahead and immediately Tribunal this, and now I'll go ahead and I'll go for my Summit Temple value. I'll go for my Summit Temple value because like he just used the Sybil, he just used the Aether, and he's about to take 12. Like when you're dealing with Dragon, you want to go ahead and you want to hit them hard. Like because right now he's about to go down to 8. He's about to go down to 8. I'm on a deck that has Aegis, so he's gonna be very, very difficult for him to heal all of that up. But he goes Fervor. He manages to get the Ayala. The Ayala pickup was like he had to pick up the Ayala. Like if he didn't pick up Ayala, he was going to die. Here he makes a smart choice to go ahead and trade that way. The reason why he trades that way, so this way he keeps the creature in play to give me something to trade into. He also essentially neutralizes this because now this will only be dealing 1. So effectively he's at 3. Like if I had Dark John here, he would die. Unfortunately for me, or actually no, would he die? No, he wouldn't even. I don't think he would die. Anyway, so from here, what I want to do is I want to go and put myself in as good a spot as possible in order to win the game. I believe here I do actually make a slight mistake. I think, yeah. All right. So the correct play here is to actually go ahead and play out the Tortoise, or actually no. Right. Let's just go ahead and trade. You play at Summon Temple or whatever to go ahead and dig. I pick up the Snow White. So when I pick up the Snow White, this is when a very, very interesting lethal setup comes out. So the correct play here for those of you at home is to go ahead and trade in your now 1/3 into this to kill it off to protect this. Hit him in the face for 7. Then play out your Gemstone Carapace into your Snow White, and then evolve your Snow White. The reason why you make the evolvement on the Snow White is to give you Baja protection. So in the past, I've said that the best way to win games is to go ahead and convince your opponent that the best play is to Baja them, or sorry, that the best play is for them to Baja you, and that when they Baja you, they just like sort of show them a surprise lethal, and this would have been the case here. So this would have gotten 1 trigger on it, so it has 1 trigger remaining. When he plays the Baja, they'll go ahead and evolve the Snow White again. This will go ahead and trigger as well. Now then, while he's tapped out, he's out of mana, and I'm able to just attack him for 7 on my turn. But I didn't see this because I was like a super 400 IQ lethal. So what I'll do instead is I'll actually just go ahead and play out the Snow White, I believe. Yep. The reason why I went for the Singer play as opposed to the Carapace play is because again I didn't see it. In my mind, what I thought I would do is I would go ahead and give myself 2 draws to find Heavenly Knight, because if I find Heavenly Knight, I still win anyway. So instead, he plays that Conflag. I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, Conflag is a card that's kind of probably gonna see play again, just because like you really need it for Daria. So, but yeah, now he's at 2 HP. Unfortunately for me, I did mess up that turn, so I have to go ahead and backtrack a little bit. So all I'll go ahead and do here is I'll actually go ahead and attack, put him to 2, play out the globe. The reason why you play out the globe is so this way you can go ahead and keep digging, and then also you can go ahead and you can play out the Octave Bishop. To be honest with you, you could of course play at the Judge of Retribution, but the reason why I'm not yet playing up the Judge of Retribution is because even though he's at 2 HP. The turn after next, I can play Aegis. I also have the Tribunal pop as well. I can still lose to some crazy things. So you want to go ahead and you want to be as conservative as possible when you have the opportunity to do so. But here he can't clear the board. He has to go ahead and do Imperial for 6, knowing full that's going to pop onto the Aegis. Or sorry, knowing full that's going to pop is going to die to the Tribunal pop. And here I just go ahead and play the Carapace. I'm like, okay. Yeah, because like it's game. Like there's nothing you can do that like allows him to come back from this. Yep, and he just concedes. Like the big thing about this game is that like I had that Tribunal top deck. That Tribunal top deck, as well as me having the Summit Temple, like and the double Tortoise, just like it just put him so far out of the game. It was unreal. Like he did try to play that game pretty well though. Like just like playing things for tempo. And kind of putting me into like a little bit of an awkward spot, but unfortunately for me, I was able to overwhelm him, and I had Tribunal as backup. Like when you're able to kind of like take control of the mid game, and then you have Tribunal as backup, and then you eventually play Aegis on top of that, like, it's very, very difficult for decks to win, as long as you just, you know, as long as you're able to, like, sequence everything, like, correctly, and, and be able to kind of, like, do what you gotta do and, you know, see the lines. The deck is really, really cool overall. Like I said, I can't wait to go ahead and do the intro to building with you guys, go ahead and talk about all the things I'm running in that, as well as the why I'm running what I am in it as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go and hit subscribe if you haven't. Let me know what you think about Midrange Haven down in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Go ahead and give me your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.